Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be sharing episode number 3 of our basement makeover series. I am so excited for today's video because we are going to be tackling my son Liam's room. He is 7 years old and completely obsessed with Minecraft. So that's kind of the theme that we're going to be going for in his room. However, I know that as the years go on, his taste will kind of change. And because that's so specific, I do want to make sure that this room is something that can grow with him as he gets older, but also something that he really loves at the moment. So that's kind of what we're going to be doing in this space, and I'm super excited to share that with you guys. But before we get going, I do have a lot to tidy up. Once again, we were working on baseboards. I feel like that's always the thing that we do in this makeover series before we actually go ahead and do the makeovers. And so all of his furniture is just spread out throughout his room in like various spots. So I need to put everything back and then get a nice tidy on the room before we get going. And then we will start decorating everything and building the furniture so that we can make this space something very functional and something that he can actually use and enjoy. Also, before we get going, I did want to remind you guys that there is a huge giveaway going on in this whole makeover series. This is going to be a 4-part series. So I've already shared our main living area and then also my 4-year-old son's Noah bedroom. As I had mentioned, I'm going to be doing Liam's bedroom today. And then episode number 4 will be my oldest son Luke's bedroom. He is almost 10 years old, so he will have a little bit of a more grown-up space. But I'll tell you guys a little bit more about that giveaway if you missed that in the previous video. So definitely make sure that you stay tuned for that. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get on into it.
I wanna hear you say that you only want me.
We're falling out, we have reached disaster. Don't know where we're gonna be after. And we do it all again and again and again and again. Again and again and again and again. We're falling, falling down, we fading. But I know that we can save it. Cause we're like Alpha and Omega. Whatever happens doesn't matter, I know we can sort it out. Alpha and Omega. Even if we go all out and break us down, I know we are Alpha and Omega. Whatever happens doesn't matter, I know we can sort it out. Alpha and Omega. Alpha and Omega. Like the waves pull you down underwater. We're fun until we hit the bottom. And we do it all again and again and again and again. Again and again and again and again. We're falling down, we fading. But I know that we can save it. Cause we're like Alpha and Omega. Whatever happens doesn't matter, I know we can sort it out. Alpha and Omega. Even if we go all out and break us down, I know we are Alpha and Omega. Whatever happens doesn't matter, I know.
So I wanted to take just a minute and let you guys know about the giveaway. So this is going to be a 4-part giveaway. All you have to do is, of course, be subscribed to my channel because this is a subscriber giveaway. And then make sure that you've commented on all 4 Basement Makeover Series videos. So I will link all of those down below and make sure you get entered to win. The prize for this giveaway is going to be my favorite vacuum that I use in almost every single one of my videos. It's a Shark Apex Uplight, and I'm always so excited to be able to give back to you guys. So good luck on this giveaway, and like I said, I will have all that information down below for you guys.
But I know we can save it. Cause we're like Alpha and Omega. Even if we go all out and break us down, we can work it out.
So everything is all cleared out of his room now, aside from the few furniture pieces like his bed and his dresser. Now, a lot of the things did not get put away because we don't have any like storage organization in his room yet, and a lot of the things are actually going to be coming back into this space. And so because of that, I didn't want to just like pile everything in the corner or something. I wanted a totally clean space and empty space in this room so that way I would have the best chance to really focus on where I wanted things to go and how I wanted things to function in this space. And so for the time being, everything is just kind of out in the main living area down here, just so that we have like I said, just that totally empty space. So that's kind of what I did here, but now I just need to go through and like vacuum everything, wipe everything down. If you saw episode number 2 when we were over in Noah's room, his bedroom window was a mess, and so I had to tackle that, and I'm going to be doing the same thing in Liam's. So one of the bedroom windows right here is not too bad. It is dirty now, but just like regular dirty. But this one, it looks like it's frosted glass. I know you guys can't see that right now. This was a window that we could not really get to earlier because Kyle had to pull a lot of weeds out of it. So now he has gone ahead and do all that so we can actually access the window, and he's going to have to use some CLRs to actually spray on the window and then get all the grime and everything off. So that's what we're going to be tackling next, and then we will finally get to building other furniture and decorating in here. Yay!
Work it out. 'Cause we're like alpha and omega. Even if we go all out and break us down, yeah, we can work it out. Alpha and omega. Alpha and omega. Whatever happens doesn't matter. I know we can sort it out. Alpha and omega. Even if we go all out and break us down, I know we are alpha and omega. Whatever happens doesn't matter. I know we can sort it out. Alpha and omega. Alpha and omega.
Okay, so I'm about to start cleaning the windowsill, and I'm going to be using the Bissell Steam Shot. It's the same steamer. It's like a little handheld steamer. I'll link it down below, but it's the same one that I used over in Noah's closet, not his closet, in Noah's window, and it worked really, really well. So I'm gonna be doing the same thing here. One thing that I would say, if you happen to have an unfinished basement, in my mind, I was like, oh, I'm not gonna bother cleaning anything until everything's finished, and then I'll do a big, like, nice clean. I really wish that I would have actually taken a few minutes and gone through the windows, because although the steamer does work insanely well, because there is so much junk in the windows, it just kind of splats everything everywhere. And I feel like it would have been a lot easier to tackle this project if I had done a really quick little clean before actually finishing everything, and then I just wouldn't have to clean all the nice stuff up afterwards. But let's go ahead and get this clean. This part is like so satisfying in the last video, so I hope that you guys find it satisfying again this time.
I might go too fast. I don't care about those.
So in episode 2, I got so many comments saying that you guys all wanted to order the steamer because of how well it worked in our windows. So I'm just curious if you ended up ordering the steamer from seeing it in last week's video. Let me know in the comments below. I always love hearing what you guys think of the products that I recommend to you guys. And I'll make sure to link the steamer down below for you guys in case if you didn't pick it up last time and you wanted to. And I'll also be linking everything else from this makeover down below as well.
I can't let this slip, no. I gotta seize the moment. Have you even noticed? Are you thinking about me? Are you thinking?
Totally trashed. There's like leaves growing through it. Oh yeah, there's wasp nests.
I don't want to touch that part.
Ew, so gross. Yuck.
That is
This is what happens to neglected homes.
nasty. I'm just gonna toss this up and over.
Okay.
And then I'll clean that.
The frame.
Yeah, I'll go grab that later. I gotta go out and clean this anyway.
Yeah.
Look
so
at
it's
that.
just like overgrown. Pretty sure that ball is not even ours, so it's just been here for like 2 years since we lived here. We also need to go through and repaint these, I think.
'Cause I've been thinking about you. I've been thinking about you. Don't wanna go too fast. 'Cause I know that people get scared sometimes. Hope it's not this time. 'Cause I might go too fast. Suddenly I feel so rich. No, I don't know nothing. Oh, I can't let this slip, no. I gotta seize the moment. Have you even noticed?
I feel like I have dirt all over my face. Maybe it's just all in my hair, I don't know, but this is nasty, but super necessary.
Cause I've been thinking about feeling the same way I do? Are you feeling the same way I do? Are you thinking about me? Are you thinking about me? I'm having a hard time not doing anything other than thinking about you. So are you thinking about me? 'Cause I've been thinking about you. I've been thinking about you. I've been thinking about you. Cause I've been thinking about you.
I could really use a change of scenery. Yeah. Everybody smoking all the greenery. Yeah. Close the match 'cause they were handed down to me. But I'm still fly, I know. I'm still fly, let's go.
Oh my gosh, look how clear that window is. Obviously, that is nasty and we're gonna need to repaint that or recoat those or something. And these are called window wells. For anyone who doesn't have them in their area, they just basically are a way to make this an egress window so that people can get out in case there's a fire. And I think it also just keeps some moisture away from like sitting on the window. So that is kind of what that's for, but we definitely need to take care of that eyesore now. But just look at how much clearer this is. It's just night and day. Amazing.
It's my time to run it out. It's my time to ride it. I'm young, I'm free. Can't nobody take me here and now. It's my time to run it out. It's my time.
So now that the windows are all clean and everything and the room is nice and clean, I'm actually going to start out with a little craft. It's not going to take me too long, but it does need to dry. And so I'm going to do that first, and then we're going to start working on like moving everything around and building the furniture, just so that this can kind of be drying while we're doing everything. But this is a really awesome craft, especially if you have kids that want something really specific that's hard to find in stores, or you just don't want to spend a ton of money, because who loves spending a ton of extra money if they don't need to? I have done this for our kids several different times throughout their lives. It's a super easy and affordable way to make really custom craft items without having to spend a lot of money. So I'm going to turn you guys around and show you all the items that we're going to be using today. Okay, so this is everything you're going to need. Obviously, the Minecraft pictures are specific to us, but if you can get whatever kind of pictures you want. So first, you're just going to need canvases. You can pick whatever sizes you want. I got this from Hobby Lobby. It's a pack of 7, 11 by 14, just because I wanted something a little bit bigger than the typical 8 by 10. And then you are just going to get some Mod Podge. This one is actually glossy, and I think when I've done this before, I usually like to use matte Mod Podge, but this is all they had and this will be fine. So you need some Mod Podge, and then just some of these little foam brushes. I like to get some like the medium sizes, not the too thick and not too skinny, just so you can kind of cover a lot of areas but also get into smaller spaces. And then last, you are just going to need some printouts. So these are just some that I ordered actually off of Etsy. They were really affordable. I'll link them down below in case if your kids are into Minecraft as well. But I really liked this style. I thought it was really kind of neat and abstract. All you're going to do is either print them off at your house or go to Staples or somewhere and print them off. And then you can print them in whatever size you want. And then you are going to basically be able to attach these onto your canvases for a fraction of the cost of actually getting store-bought canvases that are already pre-printed on.
How did we end up here in the corner looking like enemies? We used to be the team people talk about, what a chemistry. I can see it in your eyes. You don't want to talk anymore.
So all you're going to do for this DIY is lay out all of your canvases. Like I said, you can pick whatever size you want, and then you're going to go through all of the printouts that you have, and you're actually going to end up tearing all 4 sides of each of the printouts. Now this is totally optional, but I just love the look of this. I feel like it makes it look a little bit more rustic and a little bit more unique to each piece. And then once you have the sides torn off your printout, you're going to use your Mod Podge, and you're actually going to apply it to the back of the picture along with the front of the canvas. I have just found that this is the best way to apply this. And then once you have a thin layer of your Mod Podge applied to the back of the picture and the front of the canvas, you're going to very carefully just lay your printable onto the canvas and then kind of smooth it out as best you can. And then once you have that done, you're going to apply a final layer over your picture and onto your canvas as well. And this will help to seal your printable in and just protect your picture and help it last a long time. And then all you have to do for these is just let them dry, and don't worry if they end up having kind of like a milky look on them. They will dry clear, so don't worry about that at all. That is completely normal.
Just get me out of how keep me so calm around me when I act desperately. You used to be the one getting crazy when I'd be hard to reach. I can see it in your eyes. You don't wanna talk anymore. I wanna get so numb, well we enemies. No, you don't mind the way I stutter my words. You know exactly what it means and how it hurts. Oh, I can't believe you're here. Can't get any worse. No. I just wanna get out of here. I find it so hard to breathe. 'Cause when you get too close, I lose my way and I freeze. I wish you knew what power you have over me. But now it's so hard to breathe. Just get me out of here.
So that did not take long at all, but now I'm just going to be letting this dry. And while these dry, I'm probably gonna bring them in the other room just so we have more space. I'm turning you guys around and show you exactly what they look like. I feel like they are super cool. You'll kind of notice like the tears on them are not perfect. They're very unique to every single one. And I just kind of love that because it makes it really more personal.
Too close, I lose my way and I freeze. I wish you knew what power you have over me.
So one thing that I am going to be doing in this room is actually taking apart the bunk bed that we had. Originally, a year ago probably, I actually purchased this double bunk bed, so it has the full-on bottom and then a twin on top, back when all three of our boys were sharing a room upstairs. Once we realized we were going to actually be finishing up the basement a little bit quicker than anticipated, it was like kind of just too late to return it. And so I thought that's okay, we'll just end up putting it in this room. But I feel like this just is not really practical in here since everybody does have their own bedrooms, but we are just kind of making do with what we have. And I'm not gonna go out and buy a whole new bed frame when I just purchased this one. I think this will work just perfect. We'll just have to take the top bunk off and it'll just be a lot better off.
Here's the thing that I got on my mind. How the world's making people go blind. Solitary, ordinary, don't sit well with my gut.
So you guys will have to let me know what you think about the new bed setup where I've taken the top of the bunk bed off and just kind of keeping it this way. I feel like normally a lot of times it might look weird because it has that slant in it, but the way that this bed is set up and with the window being there, I feel like it looks like it's almost intentional, and I just really kind of like how it turned out.
I just wanna be a millionaire, a millionaire. My worst enemy, but I just wanna be a millionaire, a millionaire. 18 karat stuff just to feel it. Pretty diamond rocks 'cause I need it. God, it's killing me, but I just wanna be a millionaire, a millionaire.
So here Kyle and I are building a desk. This is actually from IKEA, and if you live close to an IKEA, I would highly suggest checking out this desk. Luke has the same one in his bedroom, and I want to say it's under $100, like maybe even $65 if I'm remembering correctly, but it's a really great quality desk and it's perfect for a kid's room if you have an extra corner. We were actually not planning on putting a desk in Liam's room, but we recently found out a little bit more about the school programs right now, and our school is offering to either do fully online school or a hybrid, and we just decided to go ahead and do the online school. So because both Luke and Liam are going to be doing full-time online school this year, we wanted to make sure that they had a really good space in their bedrooms just to really help them focus and hopefully help them be as successful as they can with online school.
Someone wanna be someone.
Oops. Hey.
You put those on backwards?
Oops.
Amanda.
Looks like I did
I
that.
trusted your work.
KD right.
That's twice. You want to show everyone what you did?
Okay, so this is the one that I made, correct?
That is not
That's
your...
the one Kyle made.
Kyle made one. Amanda made another one. You can
Do
see
you guys see the difference?
it goes in here and it's supposed to go out like this one.
I did tell you should check my work, and you didn't, so
Well,
this is kind of on you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that looks much nicer, much more correct.
Pizza delivery.
there we go. Pizza delivery. Thank you.
Oh my gosh,
Delicious.
that's gross. That is sick.
It's pizza. Yeah.
Look what you started now.
That tastes terrible. Alright. I forget.
That was a really good dad moment right there.
I'm an example. I forget that sometimes.
Pizza.
I see a light in your eyes. I follow you so damn foolishly. You'd be the sweetest goodbye. Give me a heart trip exclusively. Take one step like this song in my head. It makes sense if you jump in my bed. I see the truth in your smile. I gotta swim to the I love you. We don't wanna spend this night alone. Messed up, I'm gonna walk you home. You'd feel the gravity of my heart. If I could, I would give you the moon. Say stop if I'm coming in too soon. Colliding like celestial bodies. Oh, oh. Celestial bodies. Celestial bodies. Oh, oh.
Okay, so it is getting kind of late right now. It's starting to get dark outside. I don't know if you can see that, but there are a few different things that we need to grab actually at the store. And it's actually Kyle's birthday, so he spent a lot of the day doing this, which he was totally fine with. We were just gonna be home anyway, but we just want to spend a little bit of the evening together as a family. He just turned 31, so that's just kind of fun to celebrate that together. But I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. Okay, so by bright and early, I mostly just meant bright. It is not really early. I think it's around 11 o'clock. And we are about to get started on everything today and get everything all finished up. I am so excited, so let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so I feel like this is looking really stark in here, and it's kind of looking a little bit weird because we have the white cube organizers, and then we have the brown desk, and then a gray bed. And so I'm a little bit concerned about it, but I think this is going to make just a huge difference once we start adding everything in. So just watch the difference that it's going to make in the overall look of the space once we add even something so simple, just like a colored blanket. So that's what we're going to start with next, is just kind of tackling his bed. This is the blanket that we have for Liam. Again, I did the same thing with Liam as I did with Noah. So I just went online and had them kind of pick out the blanket and the sheets that they wanted. And so Liam picked out this. I really like to go kind of more a neutral blanket just because those are pricier. This can be something that can really grow with him, but he does really love Minecraft. And so instead of getting a full Minecraft blanket, we are doing the sheets so that he still has the touch of Minecraft, but these are a lot easier to replace than a blanket is. And so that's why I went ahead and got the sheet set. And then this is just going to be a little bit more neutral, but it will still end up going with everything really well.
In and out of love, never get enough. We never seem to get older. When things are going right, you seem to have the time. But when it's hard, you just grow cold up. We should be good, but we keep lighting fires. The words repeat, cause we're scared of the silence. We should be good, but we keep lighting fires, fires around ourselves. We should be good, but we keep lighting fires. The words repeat, cause we're scared of the silence. We should be good, but we keep lighting fires, fires around ourselves. It's deja vu. Memories come back when I'm with you. It's deja vu. Memories come back when I'm with you. Been here 1,000 times, set up a stage of lies.
All the toothpaste.
So for toothpaste, all you're going to do is just take a little glob of it and you'll put it right where you want the hole to be. And then when you stick this on the wall, it will actually leave a little mark on the wall of where you want your hole to be.
We should be good, but we keep lighting fires. The words repeat, cause we're scared of the silence. We should be good, but we keep lighting fires, fires around ourselves. We should be good, but we keep lighting fires. The words repeat, cause we're scared of the silence. We should be good, but we keep lighting fires, fires around ourselves. It's deja vu. Memories come back when I'm with you.
So as you can see, Kyle is installing a curtain rod so that we can put some curtains up in Liam's room. Now, I did forget to mention this when I did Noah's room last week, but we will be adding blinds to every single one of the windows in the basement. We just have not gotten around to ordering them yet or getting figured out exactly which ones we want. And so all of the windows will have proper window coverings. I'm thinking that I might do like a part 2 to this basement series because we have a lot of side projects for the basement that have not been finished yet. We are still planning on doing a little bunk bed room in the space that has our workout equipment. We also have the whole bathroom to get done, which is a huge project in itself. And if we do that, I will definitely include getting the blinds put in.
Would you be, cause we're scared of the silence. We should be good, but we keep lighting fire.
It's a beautiful morning.
Rest.
Oh, look, spiders. Close that.
We're gonna do blinds on this window too. But so I'm not sure if I'll do anything on this window. Maybe I'll end up doing the same curtain down. I don't know.
Or that one might just be blinds.
Yeah.
That looks nice. I like it.
So for most of the items that we are going to be hanging on the wall, I'm either going to be using these command strips. I've used these for years and years. My favorite are the ones that are the Velcro ones, and anything that we want to hang with hooks, we will use these little monkey hooks. And I love these because it really gets rid of needing to use anchors for a lot of things. Now, if we're going to be putting shelves on the wall, we will still use anchors, but for the most part, we can get away with these monkey hooks. They are amazing, and they only put like a really tiny hole in the wall.
I don't wanna save ya, don't wanna be strangers. Let me feel like you know what to do. Leave your limitations, live and go against them. Just let go and start up something new. Cause I know that what you planned out, everything that you built up, isn't what you want. And I know the life you're living isn't that fulfilling. Let me help you out. Lay your love on me, leave your head and let your mind be free. Save yourself and leave the words you've spoken. Cause some dreams are meant to be broken. Lay your love on me, leave your head and let your mind be free. Save yourself and leave the words you've spoken. Cause some dreams are meant to be broken.
So this is how all of these pictures have turned out. You can kind of see the different coloration from the canvas to the actual paper, which this will vary depending on like what kind of paper you printed on. I think it's just cool because it kind of makes the rougher edges stand out a little bit more. I'm going to put them up on the wall, and I might end up, just to kind of like break it up a little bit, I might end up coloring the sides of them darker, but I'm gonna put them up on the wall first and see what they kind of look like. But they are gonna go on this wall right above the little cube organizer, which will be for all his toys.
Save yourself and leave the words you've spoken. Cause some dreams are meant to be broken. Lay your love on me, leave your head and let your mind be free. Save yourself and leave the words you've spoken. Cause some dreams are meant to be broken.
I am just going to be using one of these like really thick Sharpie markers, just because I feel like since everything's already on the wall, I think it's going to still give the same look, but it'll be a lot cleaner. And then I just have like an extra poster board cardboard piece. I think this was part of the blanket or the curtains or something like that, just so that I can stick it down underneath here and not get any on the wall.
Staying up till 3 in the morning, thinking about you, babe. Yeah. Wishing I was close to your body, just so I could dive into you. So baby, can you take my hand? 'Cause I can't stop falling for you, babe. You're all I want. I wanna wake up in the morning holding you close. Can you take my hand? 'Cause I can't stop falling for you.
I love so much how this collage wall turned out and just how easy it was and how affordable it was. And it ended up just creating a one-of-a-kind space for Liam. So this is definitely one of my favorite spots of the room. Now here I'm just bringing all of his toys and PJs back into his room to get organized in the new cube organizer system. And if you've been with me for a while, you've probably seen me use cube organizers in almost every single one of our rooms. I just feel like they are amazing because you can really customize them with the different colors, with the different size cubes and type of cubes. And I really love them specifically for kids, because I feel like they are really easy for kids to use and keep organized.
I wanna wake up in the morning holding you close. Can you take my hand? 'Cause I can't stop falling for you. Can't stop falling for you.
Okay, so this right here is a really oversized beanbag that we have actually had since we lived in Georgia several years ago. We have just had it in storage because since it is so large, we just have not had a good space to keep it. But when I started thinking about how I was going to design Liam's room, I knew that this would be the perfect space for him to just lounge and hang out. And it would also give us a chance to bring this back out because all of the boys love this beanbag chair.
'Cause I can't stop falling for you. Can't stop falling for you. Can't stop falling for you. Can't stop falling for you.
Alright, I'm outside for a minute and I'm just going to be spray painting these wooden shelves from IKEA. I think they're actually spice racks, but we are going to use them for like bookshelves. And then I also have some letters that I'm going to spray paint white as well. It's kind of like an off-white. It's pretty much what I spray paint everything in our house. I just love this color. So we're going to go ahead and spray paint these and then let them dry and we'll go back in and finish decorating.
I'm unstoppable. I'm a bullet out of a gun. Feel invincible. I shine brighter than the sun. See it slip away as things go back to.
While we're waiting for all of those items to dry from spray painting, I'm gonna go ahead and start tackling this space. There's some things that I wanna put on the wall and then also like decorate the bookshelf and put a few things on his desk to make it look a little bit fuller, and also, of course, mostly make it really practical because our boys are going to be doing online school this year. And then also, once we are done with that, I'm going to go into the closet and put these little labels on his dresser, just like I did with Noah's, and then also change out his dirty bin into a nicer one that I also use in Noah's room.
Living in my daydreams, living in my daydreams. Bend until I fold. Thought I was made for something more. Fell into the
finally it was time to tackle the closet. Now their closet is not completely done. That's one of the things that we need to still get figured out. But for now, we have their dresser in there, and these are just some dresser labels that I had ordered. But just like everything else, I will make sure to link these labels down below for you guys. One of the last things that I wanted to do just to complete the wall above the beanbag chair was to add this bookshelf. I believe this is actually a spice rack from IKEA, but these are the ones that I just painted outside, and I feel like these are awesome because they will make this space much more practical, being able to hold a few of Liam's favorite books, and it also really helps by filling up that space that just otherwise looked very, very empty. So this little nook is something that I feel like will be so functional and useful, and it also is just so cozy.
The stormy seas, throw me in open water, let me have my peace, and leave me till tomorrow, wind into my sail, away from things I let go, floating on the waves. We go bottoms up, we go all the way, when you're feeling down, push the pain away. We go bottoms up, we go all the way, and face that shit another day. We go bottoms up. Hurting in my soul, shaking through my car, left me in the cold. Chained to what I know, drifter on the road, take it where I go, but I won't let the stormy seas.
So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it gave you tons of decorating ideas and inspiration for your own home and your next project that you're going to be tackling. I absolutely love sharing these makeover videos with you guys. So if you have not seen all of my makeovers, I will link that playlist at the end of this video. And also if you want to check out my entire basement playlist where you can just see it going from studs all the way to finished, I will link that down below for you guys as well. Do not forget to get entered into the Basement Makeover Series giveaway, and also make sure that you're subscribed if you are not already. I cannot wait to see you guys in the next one and share the next episode with you guys, so I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!
We go bottoms up, and face that shit another day. We go bottoms up.
All right, Liam, are you ready? And open your eyes.
Wow! Hey, Panda. Hello, Creeper. Creeper, you're my best friend. I love this bed. Thank you. That's what I've been wanting. Look up here. Peekaboo. No. Oh, wow.
Liam, now you have your own desk that you can do schoolwork on.
And look under here. Oh, lift this up. Yeah, this is the one that I picked. Oh, look at my pictures. Oh,
You're putting all the stuffed animals on that poof. I bet that's where they're gonna stay now.
in your bin.
Your PJ bin? What does that say?
Liam.